Back again to 1010 TV, and breaking news has it that Arsenal has had a bid of £60 million rejected by Aston Villa, which was made for Ollie Watkins. We know, as we have always been saying, that Arsenal are in dire need of a striker who is going to come and try to relieve the burden of scoring goals from Kai Havertz. So news just filtering us now is that a £60 million bid has been rejected by Aston Villa. We know that Aston Villa are currently preparing for this high profile Champions League match against Celtic at Villa Park, and the player has had a fair share of contribution to goals. So if we look at his profile, Olivier George Archie Watkins, he's a centre forward. He plays for the national team of England, currently Aston Villa, and earns about £130,000 a week. We must say that he is not on supernatural high wages, but £130,000 a week is quite high. If we look at his performances so far this season, he has played 23 goals. He has had 10 goals and 5 assists. He has played 23 games, I beg your pardon. He has had 10 goals and 5 assists. In the Champions League, he has played 7 games. Here he has 0 goals and 2 assists. We should also understand that I think this is a player that perfectly suits the Arsenal way, because there were talks of Arteta being interested in this player last season, but he didn't go all in. He didn't push for the player like it was indicated. But Achuche is a very good player. He has been steadily scoring goals. Last season he was really on top form because he scored a whole lot of goals last season. And I should say that he's a player that we should look at a lot of things about him, because if we want to go at the passes he completes almost about 16.22 passes in the opposition's half. He's a very progressive player, and we look at progressive carry on. He has 1.7% over 90 minutes. So you see that is a player. We look at interceptions. He's not an attacker, so his interception he has 0.18%. He has blocks too. Clearances not really. Area just one. He has 1.69%. Ollie Watkins is a player that I personally, it's not somebody who is out there, like everybody was not thinking about this. I was not even looking at it as an option. But for the fact that Arsenal have acted at this point in time, we have 5 days left. Aston Villa have this crucial encounter coming up, and Arsenal have gone right in to make this bid of 60 million pounds. It has been indicated that the bid is rejected, but there are sources that claim that Arsenal will go in again. So I don't know. Probably the £60 million was just to try and see at what position the player is and at what position the club is. But I know for Arsenal to have gone in with a bid, there must be discussions that have taken place probably with the player, or maybe the player's agent or something. So I think, looking at it critically, it should either be a possibility that the player's agent, aware, and they have spoken to the player, and the player is like, okay, this is something that I would be interested. Yes, we know Aston Villa are in the Champions League, but Ollie Watkins would prefer to play in the Emirates with better players, and Arsenal keeps fighting for good things like every season. Yeah, we haven't gotten it yet, but I think that every player would take the chance of playing in the Premier League over playing for Arsenal in the Premier League over playing for Aston Villa. Not to say that Aston Villa are not a big club, we should not disrespect them, but they have like John Duran, who has been performing really high. And there is a dilemma. I was thinking that probably Arsenal would preferably go for John Duran and let Ole Watkins be, but Ateta, he rarely gets these transfers wrong. He rarely gets these transfers wrong. So if he has identified Watkins, and Watkins is what we want, then okay, it would be good. Let me get what you think. Let me get your suggestions, and let's see how it's gonna be.